Welcome everyone. Today during this learning lab we will see how we can use different tools to directly get work on performance and to tune SQL queries. Regarding the agenda, we will speak about a bundle called DB Power Studio. It includes DB Artisan, Rapid SQL, DB Change Manager, and DB Optimizer. We will focus today on DB Artisan and DB Optimizer. We then, after the slide, we will switch to the demo itself. I will show what we can achieve, a part of the feature of DB Artisan and DB Optimizer. There's lots of features in this tool, so I will not, we won't have enough time to show everything. And at the end, we will check the different questions that the questions that will have been asked during this learning lab, and we will see the summary. Today, regarding the logistic for this webinar, we will have, you can directly ask your question using the user interface. You can click and ask your question. We will, I have so with me some wingmen like Darren and John, so they can directly reply to our question, and we will see at the end if we have any remaining question, if we can answer them. This recording, this webinar will be recorded. You will receive an email with different links and the recording, the link to the recording to view it later. At the end, we will see you will have a QR code. You will have also some links directly in the chat of GoToWebinar to directly navigate to different web page. So before I start, I will just ask a very quick question. I will launch a poll just to know if so I have just launched it just to know if you have already used these different products, so I know how the details I should explain during the demo and the presentation. So if you can just reply quickly regarding this, it will be great. Don't have any answer yet. Still waiting. Okay, it's collecting. Okay. So just to let you know, some people have never seen the solution, so I will give some specific details during the demo so that everyone can understand what I'm explaining. Let's start with the slides. Thank you for your answers. So regarding this bundle, DB Power Studio, it allows us to directly, depending on your job, on the task you have to do, you will be able to directly manage your different databases from one single interface. You can also manage, optimize your query profile, different sessions. We will see this part during the demo today. And you can also compare your different environments, your different databases, to see the differences between these different environments regarding the schema, but also regarding the data or the configuration. Next. Okay. Regarding the different products involved, so we have DB Artisan. So DB Artisan, it will be the tool for usually DBA or advanced SQL developer, I would say. You can directly from this user interface connect to many different platforms. So you can, for example, add some tables, some different objects to your database using some specific wizards that will help you to configure this script, your object. You can also create some custom SQL script. It can help you to generate some SQL script. You can create some queries using a visual query builder, you can drag and drop your tables, your views, and so on, select the columns, and automatically will generate for you the SQL to update or to select from your table, for example. And you can manage from this also some views the different objects related to the security, depending on the platform you will connect. I will show it during the demo, but you will have some different kind of object, but they will be at the same place. So if today you work with one platform, let's say Oracle, and tomorrow you want you haven't worked yet with MS SQL, you will be able to do exactly the same steps, the same task using the tool, because you know how to achieve this with Oracle, so you can do it with MS SQL and many other different platforms. Regarding the user interface, you will have this kind of screen with many different tabs where you can connect to your different data sources. So each data sources will be a connection to one specific database on one specific platform. You can use some colors to be sure, so for example, to visualize which platform are production environment, if it's a test environment, a development environment, and so on. You can create your own. And so you will have a user interface like this one, allowing to connect and to achieve all the different tasks regarding the database from this one. And I will show it during the demo after. Regarding the supported database platform, so you will have a wizard to register a new data source. So you can specify which platform you want to connect to. Automatically will adapt regarding the platform, the connection information, and I'll help you to configure all the different settings. And we are supporting all these different platforms. So we have some platform in the cloud, we have some platform on premise, when you can use all these different ones directly with the solution. This is it for DB Artisan. Regarding Rapid SQL, I will say it's a little browser of DB Artisan, a lighter version where you won't have some specific wizards, some specific tools from DB Artisan, for example, to migrate from one platform to another one and so on. But you will still have the SQL editor, so you can easily create some queries. You will have some code completion to create your query. You can directly paste your query from some wizard in your SQL. You can also put some breakpoints, for example, with the debugger, if you want to view what is happening in your storage procedure. For example, you can put some breakpoint and navigate step by step in your code. You can obviously connect to all the different platforms like you can do with DB Artisan. You can do it with Rapid SQL and the two other tools I will explain just after. So, for DB Artisan, Rapid SQL, you can also connect directly to your Git environment, for example, to push or to get your different SQL script directly from this environment, from your repository. You can get your script, run it, you can update it, push it back to Git to be sure that everyone is using the correct script, the latest version, and so on. Regarding the user interface, like DB Artisan, we have this C client where you will have here it is the connection with a Git server, so I have all my different scripts available. I can double click, automatically will edit my script. You will have some colors for depending on the keywords. You can easily add some new columns, use control space for code completion and things like this. The editors to edit your object using a graphical user interface and not you don't have to write everything in SQL. You will have all these different wizards directly available. DB Change Manager is a tool to compare your different platforms directly. So it will work across different platforms. We are supporting less databases. We support Oracle, SQL Server, DB2, LUW, and Sybase Aze. So from this user interface, you can directly compare your, for example, you have a production environment and development environment, you can easily compare the configuration between your development environment and your production environment. So, for example, if you want, if you have some performance differences between your two environments regarding the topic of today, you can easily compare the configuration between your production environment and your development environment, and maybe you will find that the memory size is not the same, or any other different values. You can easily find them and manage, know if the issue can come from there or not. You can also compare your schema. So if your development environment, you have your developers have created some new tables, some new column, and so on. You can easily compare with, for example, your QA environment, your test environment, and so on, and automatically view the differences between the schema of the two environments, and then generate the alter script to update, for example, the schema from the source environment to the target environment. You can also create some snapshot, and so if you want to be sure that to compare with a specific version, you can always create a snapshot, and you can from this snapshot directly compare with your live version or between two different snapshots to generate the alter script for your schema. You can also compare the data between your platform and between your data sources. And from this, when you compare your data, you have an option if you want to, for example, to generate for your development environment, you want to generate a data set to work on it. You can take your data from the production environment, use a data masking feature to directly generate the data. And if you have, for example, credit card number, passwords, and so on, you can automatically generate some random values instead of using the original value from your production environment. And so you will generate this data set for your test, development environment, and so on. Regarding the user interface, you will have the different data sources directly available. If you have defined your data sources once in one of our products, if you are using the other one, automatically you will have these data sources available across the different products. You can also share them on on your network. So one person can manage all the different data sources, and everyone, the DBS, developer, and so on, can directly get their data sources available, and so they will be able to connect to these different platforms. And regarding DB Change Manager, you can launch different jobs. So to create a snapshot or to compare your configuration, your schema, or your data, and it will automatically generate for you a report regarding the differences between your source and your target. And it can generate automatically, depending on, you can view the differences, and it can generate the script to alter the table to be sure that alter the objects to be sure that the two environments are similar. DB Optimizer, so a multi-platform tool. We can connect to different platforms, the same MS SQL, Oracle, Sybase Azure, DB2, LUW, and it will be in the next slide if I forgot one, PostgreSQL for this one. And with this tool, we can if you need to investigate on an issue that you will have, we will see this during the demo, but you have some performance issue, for example, on your server. You know that every morning at 10 a.m. we have seen that the server are slower than usual to run the same query and so on. So you can launch a profiling session, get this information directly in the tool. So if I show the user interface, it will be easier to follow. So here I have my profiling session. I can view the different queries that run on my profiling session, and I can get many different details regarding it. And I can investigate why it took some time. Maybe I had a log, maybe some huge operation are running, a batch is running behind the scene and so on. And we can also, from a specific query, you can take your queries from your developer, or the developer can use this tool to directly test their own queries before putting it in their own application, in the production environment, and so on. So you can take your query and it will automatically analyze this query, and it will suggest, for example, to create some specific indexes to have a faster result. Or you can also have some hints, and I will show it during the demo. It will be easier. You can also run a query. You can simulate concurrent users. So when you are working alone, maybe you will not trigger the issue. Maybe it only happens when it is called many times in a row. And so you can easily run a single query. You can specify how many times you want to run it and many different parameters like this to simulate this different user from this user interface. Regarding the platform, so the same user interface to register a new platform. So this is the platform that we are supporting. If we look at the detail for the different version, so we have SQL Server, Oracle, PostgreSQL, Sybase Azure, DB2LUW that are available, where you can profile from this platform, and then you can, like I just explained, you can optimize your queries by running this tuning job. That's it for the slides. Now we will switch to the product itself. So for the demo, I have launched my DB Artisan. So from my DB Artisan, if we look on the left, as some people has never seen this product. So the first time you launch it, the welcome page will open. You will have the possibility to create a new project. If you want to connect, for example, different SQL scripts together, you will create a project. You can get it from GitHub, for example, directly to work together if you want to add a repository. You can open a script and you can see the different scripts that has been run previously. And if you don't know how to start, you have some tutorials and resources directly available within the product. The first step will be to create some specific data sources so you can connect to these data sources. So for example, if I click on register data sources, so this is the screenshot we have seen in the slides. So from here, we can see that I can select the platform that I want to use. For example, if I select Oracle, I will have some TNS names, aliases that I can use to connect to my database. If I select MS SQL, I will have some different parameters I can use to connect to my database. So depending on the platform you are selecting, it will automatically adapt to let you specify this information. Right now, I have many different databases that I have launched for this demo. So I have one with SQL Server. This is the SQL Server I am connected to. When I double click this node, we can see the different features that are available. So we can filter the object to see only our object, for example, remove the system object. You can create your own filter if you want to show only specific information. We have some specific information regarding this server. We can see the storage option for this MS SQL database. When we look at other platforms, we will see that this option will be different. The same for the security. You can easily view your different login. You can edit. No, I didn't want it to click this one. Anyway, it will open my entity service. Okay. Okay. It's loading the data. Everything is running, so I have a VM with the different databases running on my machine. So sometimes it's quite slow. I think I have a timeout somewhere, but I don't know why. So it has populated my object. I can navigate between the different tab. I can view my DDL, and if I do any changes in my object, I will be able, for example, if I change this value, I can alter my script directly on my database. So when I click the alter button, it shows how we will change it. I can directly execute it from here, or I can save the script to run it later, or if I plan to do it on several databases, I will save it and run it on these different databases. I can schedule it using the Windows Task Scheduler directly from there. And like I was saying, we have some different tools like script execution facility. So this script, I can copy it and use it on many different platforms. So I will paste my script here, and then I will select my different platform, my different data sources where I can connect if I want to. And then I can choose if I want to open a new tab in my DB Artisan directly, or if I want to generate some specific files, you can select the format for the output, depending how you want to achieve this. If I go back to my Explorer, so I have my logins, many different options, and then I can see my different databases, and for each database, I will see for my schema the different kind of objects. So here we can see that I have some tables with a given database. I can see if I have some indexes, I don't have any. I can check my primary keys and so on. So I can view all these different information. If I want to filter, I can filter my object directly. I don't have any DBO in this one. So you have all this different information directly available from the user interface, and you have this for all the different platforms. So this one is an old Oracle. If I expand this node, we can see that I have, as the same way, I have my different tables directly available. I haven't shown it on my SQL Server, but if I right-click on my table, we have all these different options directly available. If I want to do a select on my table, I can directly click the select option, and it will run the select on my database. If I, like I said, from the script from here, I can get some code completion directly from my database with my different column directly available. So we can have some help like this. I have some different options to pass I don't remember. I am on an Oracle database. I don't remember the exact syntax between MS SQL, DB2, and Oracle. So I can directly view my different functions from here and view what it is expected. I can paste it in my script directly from here. I can also paste a statement, so it will connect to my database, show me the different kind of objects. So I can select different object, and from here I can generate directly my select query or my update if I want to, like this, and I can paste this statement, so it can help you to very quickly write some code using the user interface. Regarding the performance itself, sometimes you want to check the different process that can run on your database. So if we have a node that is called performance, and if we expand this node, we will see different node value subject, nodes. And from here, for example, if I click my processes, I can see in green the different processes that are currently running. If we have any logs on my database, I can view them directly from here. Every time when you have from this different list, you will have a contextual menu, and so you can kill, for example, a specific connection depending on the kind of process of the object. For example, here I have no data specifically available, so depending on the query, you can view the SQL if it's running a query. For instance, you can start some trace, kill the process, and so on. So many different options available from here. So I was on my Oracle database for this value, and if we scroll up back to our MS SQL, we can see that I can view the same way I have just done it. I can view the different processes that are available. This is a sleeping process. I have one running, which is my current connection that I have with MyDB Artisan directly connected to this. I will not kill it or we will be logged out. And I can do it, I haven't shown it yet, but I can also do it for DB2, for all the different platforms that we are supporting. So here I have the same database, and I was talking about performances. So depending on the platform, you can see that you don't have the same node, depending on the available information that we can use from the server. We have also another node, which is analyst. In this analyst, we have 3 different parts. So these different analyst features are only available for MS SQL, DB2, LAW, Sybase, AZE, and MS SQL. And so for this analyst, you have a capacity analyst, which allow you to create some tables to store the size of your database, so you can easily save the size of your different tables, and you will run the same job, for example, weekly, monthly, and so on, and you will see the evolution, how it evolve in for the capacity, and so you can proactively update your hard drive and so on to be sure you won't have any issues. You will have we will also have performance analyst. So regarding today's topic, we can directly connect to our database, and it will provide us some dashboard with many different values. So if you want to be able to follow up, to see what's currently happening, but you can create, for instance, it will be easier to show like this. If I go here, I can define some threshold in my database. So depending on the platform you are using, you have always a default template that you can duplicate as many times as you need. And from this default template, this copy of the default template, you can edit many different rules. And so when you have, you can define some threshold. And for example, I have some bottleneck. I can define these different rules from here. This is the one that I have selected. And when something is happening, so can I expand it? No, I have to scroll. So this is the rule, the threshold I have defined. So I can raise some specific alerts. So when it is this one, it will be positive. I will raise a critical alert for this specific specific values, and so on. So you create your rules, your threshold to be used, and then you will have directly your alerts available. And so regarding the rules that I have defined, I can see that I have a number of error greater than 0. So, and you can always navigate and view some more details regarding this specific value. So I have here my value that is directly available, and regarding this solution. So depending on what you want to, where you want to investigate, I will say you have the home, which is default one, but then you have some specific tabs to view some specific information regarding your memory, regarding the I/O space, and so on. I'm alone on my machine, so there's not so much activity on my database, but you can see directly the top session for your database. You can also view the top SQL directly from here, which one is the most consuming, directly from this user interface. So this is it for my performance analyst, and all the different monitors that we can provide for the different platforms. It was here in performance. Okay, and you can also use it from utilities, and you can, as you have seen when I was showing my different nodes, I can only see one of them at the time because I have to switch elsewhere. If you want to be able to for example, to check your monitors all the time. When you start the morning, you want to view, to follow the different processes that are connecting to this specific database and to another one at the same time. So using the Explorer, it won't be possible, but you can always launch it from utilities. You have database monitor, and from here, it will be connected to the database you have selected, and you can easily navigate, and you can open as many tabs as you need if you want to follow two different databases at the same time. So for example, if I navigate back, let's go to Sybase. We haven't done Sybase yet. So in my Sybase node, I have my databases, but I also have my performances from here. So I can view them from here. I have my databases, and I also still have my MS SQL database available. This is it for a very quick overview of from DB Artisan feature. Like I said, we have many different other features. We can connect to Git to get our script. We can search in a database. We can directly execute the script like I showed earlier, or run the script from a file. We can create our queries visually by with drag and drop of tables. We can create our queries directly. We have some utilities to migrate, extract, or publish to another platform the different schema from your database. We can load, unload the different objects from your database depending on the platform you are using. If we look at the option, we will see, for example, for the data transfer, depending on the tools that you will use, the platform that you will use, you will have different tools that you can use for to achieve the different options. So you can configure everything from here. And like I said earlier, you can use your data source. You can define them once and then share them with your colleague, so you won't have to define them every time. So I have all my data sources available from here. And if we go now to DB Optimizer, so I am on my DB Optimizer, and we can see the different data sources are available from here. And I have, for example, my Sybase where I was just before. I can directly expand the node. I will see, like we have seen in DB Artisan, we have all the different kind of objects that you can get in your databases. I can view my different tables. If I want to run my query, I can directly extract my table, and so I have my to create my table itself, the script. If I navigate back, I can view the data using the same extract, and I will see directly the data from my table. I can run it like this. We can also run some specific queries. So you can create from the tool a query, like I said, during the slide. You can create a new SQL file, and here I have one specific file, one specific query that is querying my my database. If I run it from here, we will see the result directly available. And so from this script, we can see in the gutter some different icons, and we can see that, for instance, I have when I mouse over this specific icon, I can see that I have a missing transitivity in my query. So if I scroll down to see the end of the query, you see that currently it is ending with my broker ID is not null, but this specific query is using two tables, and these two tables we don't have all the different transitivity like we can see. So if I double click on this, it has automatically added the missing link between my two tables. So we don't have the Cartesian product of this specific object. And if we look at this other icon, I can see that here I have the same for this subquery. I have two different tables. In my where clause, I don't have the primary keys from the two tables, so I can easily add the join criteria, and it has automatically updated the query. So it will be one first optimization, I will say, regarding this query. Okay. I will undo it just to keep the issue in the script, so you will see what we can also achieve with the tool. For instance, like I said during the slide, if I want to investigate an issue on my database, some performance issue, I want to understand what is currently happening in my database, I can always launch a specific profiling session. So when you launch it, you will start to get some data from your database. So it is a sampling method. So it means that it will catch the most consuming queries, procedures, and so on that are running on your database. So I am alone on my machine. If I go back, for example, to in my DB Artisan, I will go to my Sybase environment. I will run these same queries that we have seen without the optimization, for instance. So if I click the play button, I have my result. And if I go back to my DB Optimizer, after it has refreshed, we can see here that we have used some CPU from the database to run this specific query. So when I click on the query, I can view the details. So this is the queries that we had just run from DB Artisan. I can see where it comes from. So it comes from my DB Artisan. I can view the different events that are involved. And from here, I can always, if I want to optimize this query, I see I am alone. So usually, like I have shown earlier in the slide, you will have multiple rows. Lots of rows are directly visible. If I run, for instance, this same query once again with the issue we have on it, and if I go back to my profiling session here, we will see that this time I have once again my queries that has popped up. We have the different it has been aggregate under this one, but we can see that it has been run below using DB Optimizer and using DB Artisan, so you can easily investigate and view where it comes from. And when you have found the queries that you want to, for example, to optimize, or when you want to have some more details, you can always select the query you want to optimize. So this is the one, the good one with the updated value, the criteria that has been updated to avoid the Cartesian product. And from here, I can get the explained plan if I want to. So automatically will generate for me the explained plan for this specific query. And I can also run a tuning job. So automatically it opens a new tuning job. You can also open a new tuning job from the toolbar using this button. You can create a new tuning job going by to the file new tuning job directly from here. The advantage of using the profiling session from here, I have my query and I can directly right click and generate. It will automatically populate this line, this row with the related information. It knows that it is in this specific database using this schema. I have automatically my query populated, or you can import, create a new tuning job, and create a new SQL text like this one, or extract from your database object, and so on. So you can import it in your object. When you have your tuning job with your query, you can generate some cases to, we have seen that we can check the explain plan, for example. I will also, so with the explain plan, we will generate different cases, so it can run differently the query, and it will check automatically the time used to, depending on the different cases. And I checking the perform detail analysis to automatically populate the next tab that I will show just after. So when I click the play button, we can see that my profiling is still running, but I'm also run my my session from here, and I can see the different options that I can use for to run my query. So for example, here I have a plan to this with this scan and so on. So you can directly generate this page, this information. If I navigate to analysis, this is one of the, I like the profiling session, and I really like also this tuning part, because when you have your query, you can easily view your different tables, different views, and where they are involved. So for example, here I have my not exist in my query, but I can expand this node and I can view that I have my client transaction that is related to my other object. From here, if I expand this node, we can see two objects that are in red. So this is an issue, and the red come from what we have seen earlier. I don't have my Cartesian product, and so the red shows that we don't have the link between both, and so I have already one good information. Maybe I should update my query to be sure I don't have any more these red values. Then we can see at the bottom that it analyzes all the different indexes, the indexes that has been used to run your query. So this indexes has been used to optimize the time spent to execute the query. But I also have some specific other indexes that he will suggest to implement to have even better results. And from here, you can always check the one you are interested by. You select them, and then you can automatically generate your script. You can run it to create your indexes, and it will automatically update your database, or you can open it in your SQL editor like we have done for the other query, and run from this user interface to create these different indexes. I will show another test. So, for example, if we know that we have some queries that are very slow, and I would like to understand why these queries are slow sometimes, not always, but sometimes. And for instance, I will run this query once again just after. I can even optimize it, putting back my criteria. Yes, it has been done. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it has been done. So I can, if we look right now, I can play it once again. It is almost, yeah, I can get my result immediately. I will go back to my DB Artisan. I will navigate to my Sybase environment. And from my Sybase environment, if I navigate to my database, GIM, I will have some procedures, and I will run this procedure. So as usual, contextual menu, right click. I can execute my procedure directly from here. So I will run this procedure. It has been launched. I can go back to my DB Optimizer. I will run this same query once again. And we can see that currently it is not coming back. It is very slow. So I want to understand what is happening. And what I can see right here is that I have some new colors that has just appeared. So I can see that I have a lock directly visible. You can always filter on a specific zone to just see the query for this specific moment, so you know that it was at this time. So you can directly filter and only view the data at this moment. So you can view, for example, the query that has been blocked. So it has been locked, as we can see from here. We can view the log for the query itself. Normally, I got my result now, so it is why we see in this user interface that it has been run after the log. And we can also investigate and try to understand where it comes from, and I can see my procedure. And if we look at the procedure itself, if we maximize should be able to do this. If we double click a tab in DB Optimizer, you can maximize it. It is based on Eclipse. So with your profiling details, you can see what this procedure is doing. And we have a 20-second delay in this specific procedure. And just before, we are locking the table broker that, as we have seen earlier, is used. I can show it. It's nicer from here. My table broker has been used in my query. So this is why my query didn't reply as fast during the last call for here. And if we navigate to the profiler, we can see the query itself. The last feature I talked earlier during the slide was, so I can create a new SQL file, we have seen it, but I can also simulate different users. So if I take my query, I will copy it in my clipboard, paste it in the script, or I can load a SQL file if I want to. So I have my script here, and like I said, you can simulate some users. So from here, I will, no, it is on my Sybase environment, so it's working fine. And from here, I can execute it for specific time or a number of call directly from here. I can call it 5 times. I can put some random intervals to simulate more human behavior. And from here, I can click the play button and it will automatically run my SQL load. And if we go back to the profiling session, we will see the query that are currently run on my database directly. And if I go back to my overview, I will see the query and all the different processes that are currently run. If I navigate back to my Sybase on my process, we will see the DB optimizer that are currently running on my database. From here, yes, the select, and okay, we can see directly the query that is running. So that's it so it was on Sybase, and like I said, we can do exactly the same on the different platform. So I have just stopped this profiling session. You can save this profiling session. You can share it with your colleagues. So if you have you are a DBA, you have found an issue with this specific storage procedures, you want to show it to your developer, you can save this profiling session, and then if they have the tool on their side with DB optimizers, they can open this profiling session and view on their side exactly the same user interface, or you can generate some reporting if you want to. And you can achieve this, so like I said, on all the different platforms. So I can do exactly the same if I want to on DB2, on Oracle, and so on directly from here. I can do exactly the same. So I am connected on my DB2, and I can run the profiling session exactly the same way. So it is currently starting. And if I go back to my DB Artisan, I have here the same query, but logged to my DB2 GIM environment. I can click the play button. It works exactly the same. If I go back here, I can view my queries that I have run on my DB2 environment. And it is the same with Oracle, PostgreSQL, and MS SQL. That's it for what I wanted to show you. We are almost at the end of this learning lab. So to summarize our solution, if I haven't told it, enough, this is a cross-platform solution. All of these tools can connect to the different platform and do exactly the same job, and they will automatically adapt to let you do using some wizard and graphical user interface. You will be able to directly monitor, analyze with performance analyst, monitor with the performances, log all the different process directly available with DB Artisan, and you can also analyze your queries to optimize, create some new indexes from this user interface. You can profile a session to investigate when you have an issue on your database. You want to know what it is. So you have to, the profiling session should run when you investigate. It can't get the data that has the issue that has occurred before it was running, but if you can repeat it daily and so on, you can you run it 5-10 minutes earlier, you catch the issue and you will see where it comes from, and you can also tune your different queries directly from the solution. All the different information, lots of information are directly available online. You can scan the QR code if you want to request a demo, for example, to connect with someone from the company. We have lots of different resources available from our resource center on idera.com. We are all the different webinars that we are providing are available from this event web page, and you have all the documentation online. So if you want to investigate on how to achieve the different features, you can always go to the documentation. Regarding one last thing I'm thinking about, from your DB optimizer, from the help menu, you have the cheat sheet. Very hard to tell for me. And for example, if you want to know how to profile a data source, how to tune some SQL statement, you can open this sheet. And from here, you will see how to register a data source. So the first thing that you have to do is to have some data source to work with. And when you have your data source, you can profile this data source, and it will explain all the different steps, step by step, all you need to do. And you can see when you have done it, you can click next, 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 and so on. So you can easily get a trial version from our website and test the solution. And if you need help, do not hesitate to contact us.